Hi friends. So in this section we'll study the nested if statement. Nested if are very important part. So it allows the program to place one or more if conditions inside one if. So each if should have the end if. The if statement will consider the nearest end if as the endpoint. So you can see that the first if condition, if returns true, then it will go to the second one. If it returns true, then it will perform the action. But if it returns false, then it will return this action. And if the after first returns a true and the second one returns a false, then it would go to this action. So this is how it works, but we'll look a example to study it in a more detail. So in the last section we have studied if then. I'm using the same code to help you understand. So in this we have declared one variable, but here we'll take the three variables, and we'll select the salary of three employees, and then we'll compare that, and we'll check that how the nested if works. So this is the salary of employee 1 in emp1 cell, then the salary of 2 in emp2, and then the salary of third in the third one. Okay, so I have selected in emp1 the salary of employee 1, in emp2 the salary of employee 2, in emp3 the salary of employee 3. Okay, so now I'll change this if statements. If employee 1 salary, I'll compare that who has the highest salary. So if emp1 sal is greater than emp2 sal, then now I've compared the salary of 1 with the salary of the second one. Then I'll check that the salary of second one is greater than salary of third one. Now this is one if. I am using the another if inside this if VM cell 2 is greater than V third cell, then DBMS output that salary of employee 1 is highest. Sorry, it's employee 2. So it's the salary of employee 2 is highest, and that is VM salary 2. Okay, but if the salary is of 3 is greater than 2, then I'll use over here else. So if the salary of employee 1 is greater than salary of 2, then it will go to this condition and check that salary of 2 is greater than salary of 3. If it satisfies this condition, then it will return this as true. But if it doesn't satisfy, then it goes to the another one. So it will tell that the salary of the third one is the highest, and which is this. Or if we'll compare 1 and 2, then it will make us easier. So among 1, 2, then 2 and 3, we have seen that whose salary is the highest one. But if the employee of this, if employee one salary is, this is when the employee one has the greater salary. But in the condition when employee 1 doesn't has the greater salary than employee 2, then we again need to add some if statement. So for this if, this is inner block, inner if, which is ending here. Okay, so for this, the above one, I'll write else. If the employee 1 salary is not greater than employee 2, then we'll check that if I'll copy paste the above one. So now it shows you that employee 1 salary is less than employee 2. Then we'll compare the salaries of, here it is incorrect. In the first one, if the employee 1 salary is greater than employee 2, then we'll compare that employee 1 is greater than employee 3. If it is greater than employee 3, then employee 1 has the highest salary. Otherwise, employee 3 has the highest salary. Now it shows us that the employee 2 has the greater salary than the employee 1. Then I'll check that employee 2 has the greater salary than employee 3. Then it will return salary of the employee 2 is highest, and it will return the salary of employee 2. But if this condition also iterates to the false, then it will see the salary of the third person, that is the highest one, and it will return this. So I'm ending this end if here. Now you can see this is one block, this is another block, and this is the third one. So this is the nested if, where this is the first if, then there is one inner if, then this is the second inner if. Okay, now I'll execute this. So it is showing me some error that the sal must be declared M1. Okay, somewhere it should be M1. Okay. Now you can see that the salary of employee 3 is the highest one, which is rupees 3000. I hope you are clear with nested if now. You can see that this if is this is the outer if, this is the inner if, and this is the second inner if. So with this help, you can manipulate your logic on the basis of the requirement. In the next section, we learn about the case statements. Thanks.